Well, tonight we're gonna do a little coon hunting. We're gonna give it a shot. Nah, we're working these two little pups. They don't really know much of nothing. I got one that's fairly started, but it's gotta be a real hot track. So I ain't had no time to put no corn out, and it's still real dry around here. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're gonna put some corn out a couple of different places and try to get some hot tracks for these young dogs, get them started. So, got my son and my cousin and my cousin's son with us. So we're gonna have a crew tonight. We got some youngins and some young dogs. Hopefully we can do something, have some sort of a good time for these kiddos, you know. We'll have to make it entertaining for them, especially the youngest one. I think he's like 4. So hey, let me turn this around where y'all can see maybe a little bit of something. I'll show you where we're driving. We're driving down these old back roads here. What's good about these old back roads, especially when you got young dogs, see, all this here is government land on both sides of the road. So you run it through here and run across a coon crossing the road, well, shoot, you can just dump right out on it and work these dogs on a real hot track. Sometimes that's what we do, especially with these young dogs. Just drive around, try to put the miles in on the truck instead of your feet or the dogs, you know. Get them on a hot track. Now tonight we got old Crazy Eyes. She's been in some videos before. I've had her about a year. She's the one she's starting to turn it on. She's starting to figure it out, slowly but surely. I got this other dog. Burke's Blue Jade is what we call her. I think she's gonna be a jam up dog. I mean, you never know. They're both gyps, so we'll just see how she goes. She's starting to wander off a little bit more in the woods now, not staying under your feet quite as bad. Getting her night sense. But she ain't scared of a coon. She's seen one, we shot it out to her. She got up there and mouthed on it a little bit. That's always a good deal. Everybody knows the struggles of sometimes starting a dog, you know, getting them going good. But that's the fun part to me. I really enjoy that. We're gonna run down here. We put some corn out last night, let the dog stretch their legs. Like I said, it's still real dry. There ain't much water on the ground, so it's hard for these dogs to find a coon. And most of the coons done pushed into the deep creeks and rivers around here. And with these little ones, it's just hard to hunt that stuff. So hopefully we'll get some rain and better times. The cooler weather is gonna open up a lot. And then, if you don't know, these government woods down here in Texas, you're not supposed to corn, which we don't corn, you know what I'm saying, in the government woods. We got some private blocks, but a lot of these deer hunters that come down here, especially the ones that come out of the big cities, well, they just can't help themselves. They're gonna corn it up. And that just helps us, because that just attracts the coons right to us. So we're trying to get a little head start on some of it and put a little bit of bait buckets out in different spots and just around the government woods where we got some places to get in there on some private land. That's small tracts of private land, but it's surrounded by government woods. So the dogs, whenever they will get off of that piece of land, they can get off there. It don't hurt nothing. You know, nobody gets their feelings hurt. You don't risk getting your dog shot. Anyhow, like I said, we got some of my kinfolk with us tonight. Hopefully we have a good time, have a safe trip most of all, honor God, all that good stuff. If you're on a budget like most of us, a good old tire hung in a tree, just throw a little corn in the bottom of it, it'll help keep the deer and the hogs off of it. It'll do just fine.
Ready? Yeah. Monkey.
Trying to work pups and got these little young whippersnappers you got to keep after.
Good, work that thing, work that
smells a coon, boys. Oh, layup coon.
Daddy.
She just don't know where it is yet. But we done spotted it under our eyes.
Daddy.
Let's see if she can figure it out.
I can't see, bro.
Turn the light off.
I can't see.
Yeah, I just see.
We're trying to get the dog to get over there and tree. We just don't want her to interrupt her.
It's dark. I can't see, bro.
Let's see if she can get it done by herself. First time trying to hunt by herself like this. Sounds decent.
Oh, yeah, great.
Well, we had the coon right up there in that tree.
Yeah.
At the very top. You can't hardly see it with just my cell phone.
Oh, yeah, Tingle, great.
But she was tapping on a tree back over in there. That one right there. So she missed it by about, 60 feet. So we ain't gonna shoot him out tonight. But that's encouraging.